We're back live now, trying to figure out a couple of moves here in between those super tough GMs playing in round number 2 of the Tata Steel 2024. And we got a couple of games still going on. We've got Prague, Abdustorov, we've got June Nepomniachtchi, which is happening as we speak. Anish Giri and Vidit drew. Wei E. Gukesh still playing. Firouzja defeated Max Sudlow. Dingley Rand drew with Donchenko, and Van Forest still playing. Wamodem Max, something like that. So now I'm watching June Black, Jan Nepomniachtchi with whites. Let me toggle off everything. Why do I see the... Hold on a sec, let me refresh the page. Let me refresh the page. That's better. Much better now. Okay. Hello, hello Cthulhu, how's it going? So that's June playing with black. And Nepomniachtchi here, white. And I can't see any big weakness to go for. I mean, I guess you can... No, that's not good, because if you play this, that's always going to be some check here, and actually you're not going to like it. So the purpose of the bishop on d2 is actually to prevent... Let me see if I can get some blue paint. Yeah, alt and things. So it's actually to prevent rook c3 from happening. So you need to leave that bishop where they are, I guess. Anyway, June's turn. The problem is she got an issue with time. She tends to spend a lot thinking here. Well, maybe she should investigate doing something with the bishop. Bishop on e5. What exactly? Well, we can debate things. Just put a status quo or something. I mean, just maintain the whole thing. So... You can't attack anything or white's pawns, you can't attack them. So you can't play rook c3 because of the bishop. I don't know, is bishop f4 playable? I'm not sure though. I'm not sure if that's playable or not. I'm just inquiring if I'm able to kind of get the rook on c3, just looking how do I get the rook on c3. So this guy has to disappear then. Not sure. Is this playable? Bishop f4 is a disaster or something. Bishop f4. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. I mean, what else do you do? Bishop g3. What does that do? Well, nothing does anything. So just shake hands and draw or something. I'm not sure if Nepomniachtchi would accept the draw. And she better move a little bit faster. She should play a bit faster here. Let me check if we are actually live on those platforms. Yeah, it looks like we're live on those platforms. Cool stuff. So, guys, what would you do with black? Tulu, what would you play with black here? What would you do with black? I would probably think about doing something with the bishop, but it's not clear what exact. I mean, heck, you could do very many things. What do you want to do? There's no access to anywhere. Thanks for your thought. Yeah, that's what I kind of think. I might be wrong. I mean, is this a blunder or something, bishop f4? The intention would be, Cthulhu, to just simply deflect the bishop from d2 to taking this guy. That'd be a thing. I'm not sure if it's not a forcing move or anything, right? Not a forcing move. They could still proceed with some checks on h8 or something. Yeah, bishop f4 might be something. Whatever it is, she needs to decide a bit faster because she goes down on time. I haven't checked with the engine or anything. I have no idea if bishop f4 is employable here. I haven't got a clue. I'll just try to figure out Not a forcing one. I suspect Nepomniachtchi could just check or something. Hmm. Where does the Black King want to go? Let's see. If they get checked, let's say. Actually, I'm not sure that will help Nepomniachtchi because he might want to just run this way. So I'm not sure White really wants to check the Black King, but after Bishop F4, what do you play? Do you actually want to go on A7? You know, just keep an eye on this guy and stuff? Hmm. There's so many questions, and that is exactly the reason she spends a lot of time here. But boy, whatever she does, she got to be a bit faster. So, I mean, she's like, what, 1 minute 20 seconds now? And Jan Nepomniachtchi is boasting like 37 minutes. Come on. I mean, I'm just not comfortable to play with 1 minute on the clock. I'm never comfortable with 1 minute on the clock. And this is a equal position, and you may want to play this one accurately, so should go for some decision. A bit faster though. I'm gonna refresh the page, but hopefully she moved already. Did he? Did she? Oh, come on, you can't do this. What on earth is she doing? Why doesn't she move? What's the increment here? I hope she gets a few seconds. Exactly. I mean, look, if you just lose it, I mean, just do something. 30 seconds. Come on. There's just something not okay here. It's a shame because I don't think the position loses for black. That's why I'm saying it's a shame. I mean, you play Nepomniachtchi 43 move game and you got in this position. It doesn't look losing or anything. Why would you stop now? Okay, I don't know what the heck's going on, Cthulhu. I don't know what's going on here with Joe and June. Really, I don't know. Hello there, Matt. That is, yes. So I was just talking with Cthulhu here and admiring actually she managed to get 43 moves against Nepomniachtchi in a fairly equal position, and she allowed the time to just go out. I mean, running out so quickly. I don't know what's going on here. I gotta refresh the page because there's something weird. It's something really, really weird. There's something very weird with Ju and Jun Nepomniachtchi here. You can't not move here with black. You can't just stay 5 minutes for this. You gotta do something. So I was just talking with Cthulhu about the prospect of some Bishop F4, try get this guy go away. Maybe you gotta check here or something. I don't know what else. Bishop G3, Bishop D6, Bishop C7. I don't know what else. And also if White Rook checks you, I guess you could just go like this. It's unclear. And practically I refreshed the page, but I don't see anything. You can't resign in this position. Why would you resign here, really? I think it's incredibly equalish. Why would you resign with black? I don't see any big reason to resign here. There's absolutely no reason to resign for black. Oh, she's doing amazing, man. She's been doing amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, only this game, 43 moves with Nepomniachtchi. Now you tell me where is black's weakness? There's no weakness here. There's absolutely no weakness. I don't want to put the engine on, but I don't see anything wrong for black here. On the contrary, I think you might have some game here. Heck, I think you might be just very well playing for a win. There is some ideas for black. Incredible. I mean, play like this again, Nepomniachtchi, I think it's amazing. She's absolutely fabulous. Yeah, I'm also happy we've got some strong female GM playing here. Well, we got you and June just. But anyway, it's worth all the attention. Okay, let's go to Prague up the Saturov. Okay, until we realize the heck's going on with the Pomnische Jew and June, let's go to this one here. Nordibek white, Prague is black. Hey guys, what's going on here? We got a passer, don't we? Well, did they take? Well, you gotta take back, obviously. Is there a problem? This guy is a passer. Isn't that advantageous for white? That is for Abdustorov. Huh. Hold on a second. Did he play already? Let me refresh the page. Go back. So until we realize what's going... Oh, he didn't take. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He didn't take. Oh, yeah, he did. Apologies. He did take. AXB4. Okay, he did take. Well, of course you take, right? I mean, not a huge philosophy here. Of course you take. And yeah, well, that's a passer. You're going to play Rook A5? Yeah, it makes sense, Anirudh. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, of course, Rook A5. I mean, that's what I would do. You need to put a stopper to that guy. This is very dangerous. Because that would stop also the rook. Well, you could still do a check, but after this one, you still have to run back. So, I think it's playable. I think it's playable. Yeah, just keep playing a few more moves. Yeah, probably they should play a few more moves. I don't see a clear way here to winning white or black, but, you know, just keep doing a couple of more moves. You mustn't allow black to take that pawn, though. So, yeah, you mustn't allow them. I don't know, just play something like this, but... What? Probably a draw. Probably if I switch over to the engine, they would say it's a draw. Probably. Probably. Rook B4. Host turn, Prague's turn. Guys, look at Prague and the fact he doesn't move here. We said in maybe 1 or 2 seconds we rushed our candidate move, our favorite candidate move, and we proposed Rook A5 straight away. And look at the super gem like Prague that doesn't rush the move. I mean, Rook A5 makes a lot of sense to my mind. To Anirudh's, and probably, I don't know, maybe Matt agrees or not, I don't know about that. But it makes a lot of sense, Rook A5. They left the tables. Okay, I don't have a video on that one yet, so yeah, I'm not gonna move away. I know it's Blackstone here with Prague up the Storov. Let me see what other games have we gotten. We got Gukesh, Way E. Let's see what this guy's though. Hey, we're gonna look at this one until we understand what else going on with the other games, especially with Ju and June and Nepomniachtchi and Prague and the other guy, Abdustorov. Okay, what have we gotten here? The Grandmaster from China, Wei Yi, playing Gukesh, who's representing India here. Whose turn is it? Wei Yi. Well, that looks a little bit exciting because this one is so close, fellas. Look at a E2. Sorry, look at a E7. So, guys, now it's time for you to propose your best shot. 1 minute 30 seconds for Wei Yi. I don't know who's hanging. I don't know who's hanging, who's not hanging. I guess there's something to do with this passer here. Who's by the way, it is White's turn to play. It's White's to do. So I don't know if you should do this move because Bishop F7. I don't know. I don't know. This is a very difficult tactic one. This is... Woof. Now, that's a very good question, Matt. What do you even consider doing here with White? Really? No, not that one. Apologies. I just misclicked. Let me just refresh the page and come back to Gukesh. No, that was a misclick. No, you don't play Queen D5. You can't do that. Well, that's the good question. Why do you even play with white here? Maybe. Maybe. You gotta be prepared, though, for bishop e8 then, Anirudh. So queen d5, bishop f7. So if you play this one and they play this one, you play this one, then they play bishop to e8. Just asking for a friend. I think you kind of like toast. What? Did they play already? What the heck's going on? No, they promoted. He promoted way E, pushed E8 queen, promotion. Well, you what? You take back with the knight or the bishop? I think probably that's the most exciting. Yeah, you take with the knight, you keep the bishop on g6. Bishop takes. Guys, I don't want to ask the engine what's going on here, but it looks like black is better. There is no passer now. Looks like black is winning. Is he? Is he though? So what do you do with black? You save the black bishop, or well, you take the bishop on e8, right? How do you take it? You take it with the rook? You take it with the bishop? It looks like black is doing very well, so to speak. I think you take with the rook. Yeah, I think you want to take with the rook. You want to keep the bishop. So probably what? Rook takes e8, guys, you reckon? Anirudh, Cthulhu, Matt, do you do rook e8? What do you do? Is it rook takes? Rook a2 first. Rook a2 first. That's very, very, very insidious. Rook a2 because you want to deliver checkmate with queen f2 and then queen g2. That's very, very, very insidious. Yeah, I think it might be a Schwitzenzug type of move. It might be an in-between, an intermezzo type of move, rook a2. I think it's a bit serious, rook a2. Rook a2. Actually, you're threatening f2. Well, you're gonna drop that guy anyway, I think. But rook a2 seems to be... Rook a2 seems to be quite the move. I think so. Just try to figure out if there's anything wrong with rook a2, but I can't find anything faulty here. Probably queen a rook a2. Rook a2, rook a2. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I conclude it might be the right way to react here. To respond. Not react, to respond. Reaction is more like an instinctive knee-jerk attitude. Response is actually after you deliberately find the most mature answer. So yeah, I think it's the right response, rook a2. I guess. Because that forces white to do something defensive. So whatever white chooses to do after rook a2, it's got to be a defensive move. That could be one of them. Rook e2 might be one of them. Then there could be all sorts of crazy tactics. They might attack your queen with some rook d8. There you go, rook a2, yeah. Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with rook a2, actually. Ooh. This is killing. Jew and June, guys. Yeah, rook f1 is really ugly because it's very defensive. You get the rook, which is the only active piece. You get it back on f1 to defend f2. Painful, painful, very painful for white to do so. I agree. I agree. So Anirudh said something about Jew. Oh, by Jesus. Let's get that thing back. Where is it? Tata Steel Masters. Jew and June here. Oh, Jew and June here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Rook b7. Rook b7. Rook b7. Oh, okay, guys. So that's serious. Right. What did she play? What did she play last time? King f8. And Nepomniachtchi played rook b7. Rook b7. Rook b7. Okay. So I don't know. Do you go back to bishop f4 or you play rook c7, try to make it a draw? I just noticed briefly, I noticed that Yian's pawns are all on white squares. That's what I noticed now. No. I noticed that if the rooks come off the board now, Yan has gotten all of his pawns on white squares. That is, Zhu and Jun can't attack them with the bishop. Whereas black pawns are on dark squares, most of them. Therefore, they are attackable. So I'm not sure. I am absolutely not convinced that rooks should come off the board. The black rook is incredibly important to stay where they are. So, no, you don't play rook c7. No, rook c7 favors white. Rook c7 favors white. If rooks come off the board, I think long term you got an issue with the pawns. Targetable by the bishop, so probably not rook c7. No. No, I don't think it's equal. I think white is happier. White is happier, Anirudh, because they also play this. I think you are in deep trouble with black if you trade off rooks. I think that's how you actually lose. So if you trade off the rooks, that's exactly how you lose with black here. You can't trade rooks. You may want to find some ways to get rid of the white bishop, but I'm not sure bishop f4 is actually the correct one. Maybe. So yeah, going back to your question, Anirudh, if you trade rooks, I think you got a problem. Yeah, you gotta just mess around a bit with the king. There are just situations in which you need to preserve the status quo by moving king. Like in this position now, just don't force nothing. Keep the status quo. Mess around with the king. Well, right, left, right, left, right, left. Because you can't do up and down, up and down, up and down. Because there is a rook already. So you go left, right, or whatever you want to look at it. So from Zhu and Jun's perspective, you just need to keep the stuff as it is. Keep it as it is. Don't risk nothing. Just play king. I don't think it's the moment to push or force anything with black. You shouldn't be forcing anything with black. You should just wait. Wei resign. Gukesh won. Yeah. So just 2 more games happening, guys. That would be Abdussator of Prague. No. Zhu and Jun and Van Forest. Zhu and Jun, Nepomniachtchi and Van Forest. Yeah, we're gonna stick with this one. I think it's quite instructive, this ending. I think this ending is quite instructive. Yeah, so I think Matt suggested probably the right idea when he said you gotta waste the move with the king and just don't do nothing else. Just don't do nothing else. Bishop d6, ain't that attackable with rook b6? Matt, just ask it. Apologies. This, and then this. Just asking. Isn't bishop d6 like kind of losing? Or I'm missing something again? How do you defend after rook b6? So I guess bishop d6 loses just straight away. Bishop d6, rook b6, or maybe you want to say in principle or something. I guess bishop d6 just loses. King e7. King e7. Check again. I think I would just move king to e8 or g8 and just do nothing. Okay, I understand. King e7 defense. Then check again. You're gonna go what? You're gonna go. Heck, you could do whatever. Bishop c7 then. Yeah. This one, and if they go back, you could just do bishop. So you try to just get the king closer. I think the plan would be for black, trying to get the king closer, and I think there might be a way. So if you play this, and if this, and if this, and then try get your king closer. That is on b5. I mean, on attacking the bishop or the rook or something. That might be. Maybe. So now she got a lot of time. Hey, what's going on? Let me refresh the page. Let me refresh the page because a couple of things happened. Right, rook b7, king e8. Yeah, like he said, actually just wasting a move. Rook a7. Yeah. Yeah, I refreshed, yeah. And I guess the wisest thing is just move the king again. Let's play the king again. And hopefully white just simply draws, or I'm not sure Yan would offer a draw here, but I don't know what you can do. I don't know what kind of progress white can do here. I'm not sure. Not sure what kind of progress you could do. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's nothing to attack. What do you want to attack with white? Where exactly you want to shuffle your pieces? How you want to do things? If there's this, there's always one of these. I don't think there's any way to attack anything for anyone in this position here. White and black equally uneventful. There's no big weakness anywhere. Not even a small weakness. Okay, maybe the white rook is a bit more active. Maybe. Hello there, Jackson. Long time no see, man. Oh, you're focusing on a bullet? Oh, man, I thought you were doing rapids. Or even longer time control. Aha. Bishop c7 by Zhu and Zhu. And bishop c7 allows actually king d7 allows king c6 and allows king b5. So that's like a shield. It acts like a shield. So bullet is fun. Is really fun. But I think you should just focus on a rapid more. Not that bullet is not entertaining. It is entertaining, but I don't know. Can you see more than 2 moves or something in a bullet? I don't pay attention to much of the bullet. Very rarely I do bullet. I mean, I'm just missing a lot of good stuff. So I think I'd rather do some rapids when I'm really in good shape. I'll do some rapids. Maybe again, if you want to kill some time, maybe some blitzes, but I think for learning purposes, I think rapids the best probably. So what did Ian play here? King e2. What does he want to do? Where does he want to go? What's this thing? What is this thing that he did, King e2? What's this going on here? Can't she just play King d7? I'm really failing to see where the white king want to go. You guys maybe tell me. Anyway, Jackson, congrats for your bullet, man. But Congrats for the bullet. Try and do more rapid though. Try play more rapids perhaps. And you know, have a look on the chessable courses. Pick up a couple of openings that you might be resonating with. Stick more with the rapids. Study some new openings. Expand the repertoire. Stuff like this. Bullet is for fun, but I'm not feeling I'm achieving too much doing bullet. I mean, probably it is a fun and it might be useful sometimes when you get in time scramble, but yeah, not my first cup of tea, bullet. Right, so what's the thing with Ian doing King E2? If you want to propose a draw, he could have played the move, propose a draw. If I were black, I don't know, if you were black here, would you play for a win? How do you win here with black? How do you win with black? How do you win with white? Because I can't find any way to win. Ian has almost an eternity on the clock. Can we say eternity? Ian is having 1 hour, 25 minutes. I think that's an eternity. Yeah, probably blitz. A rapid is probably the first option. Rapid, maybe a bit longer, maybe 15 minutes and 10 seconds increment. Something like that might be very good for training. Yeah, I think 15 minutes and 10 seconds increment might be a better way to try do chess online, that is. And okay, all right, so she play back. She play back. Bishop back on e5. Back on e5 and yeah, I think we can call it a day now. Yeah, I think Nepomniachtchi should be just accepting it's a draw. You can't force anything. I think if he forces, it'll be at his peril. I don't see anything you could possibly do here. I really don't see any way to play this and win either white or black. I can't find anything. Okay, if he goes back, probably it'll be a draw. If he goes back. And yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. What else is here? Well, nothing. Yeah, there's no way to make any progress. I don't think there's anything you could do here to make any progress. I think it's just a draw. It is a draw here. Well, Ian is 1 minute 20 seconds now. Sorry, 1 hour 20 something minutes, 23 minutes. He could think for like half an hour. Okay, that's a draw, guys. King. Okay, that's a draw. King d3 and bishop c7. Okay, it's going to be repeating. That's a draw, fellas. Bishop c7. There's nothing going to happen here. Hello, take ace. Yeah, that's it. That's a draw. Yeah, I'm going to go back, right? And back. And I think it's only fair. We can definitely say it's a draw. I don't know. Do I remember you? I don't know if I remember you. Bishop e5, King e2. If I can get so that's it. Yeah, that's a draw here. I think we should be going to, what's the other one? Van Forest and Wamada Max. We should be doing that one probably because I can't see any way to continue this. Okay, guys, let's go to watch the other one. The last game that actually Van Forest, because this one here is just complete draw. It's a complete draw. Let's go to this. Okay, guys, I switched over to Jordan Van Forest, White, and who's the other guy? Max, one of them. 30 seconds. Okay, I think that one might be a little bit more exciting. Ooh, 20 seconds for Van. Oh, they need the 40 moves. He needs to make a move in the next 20 seconds because he needs the 40 move. I don't know. Would you push? I don't know. Would you play just Rook G2? Ah, he played the 40th move. Um. Oh, right, right. Don't do the bullets. I don't know. Do you do bullet or blitz? Just I think that case you should be focusing on the rapid. Just do the rapids. Do more rapids, more longer time controls, because that's how you actually grow your understanding. Look, yeah, if we got some time after Van Forest and stuff, maybe we can look at maybe one of your games, the last one you played. Again, my super friendly idea would be, guys, just do rapids. Ah, that's all right. You will be improving as soon as you address. Probably there is something in the opening. It might be tactics. It might be opening. It might be any. It could be all of them, or maybe one in a more preponderant fashion. We could try and pinpoint a couple of ideas. Take ace. So a c4 played by Max here. Actually, that's a bit scary. You can't really take because there is a almighty pin. So you can't take the black pawn, right? I think you're in deep trouble. You can't touch that guy. But it's so scary. It's really so scary. I wonder if white shouldn't just push this guy on g6. And then push it one more time and leave it there. Maybe you manage to kind of keep the black rooks blocked, defending that, or stopping. Mm-hmm. Well, dude, I'm so happy for you, man. I mean, it's good that a couple of ideas that I discuss within the videos might be helping you a little bit. That's the whole point. That's the whole idea. Just try to keep it practical for my friends. And that's awesome. And also might be a good exercise, take case, to just try to anticipate the Super GM's moves here. It might be helping your future rapid games. For instance, now what would you play if you were Jordan Van Forest here? Personally, I would investigate this kind of move, but it's very or maybe Rook G2. Maybe Rook G2. Yeah. Oh, by the way, because you said about the videos, I put something about the Caro-Kann. There is a little bit of a trap in Caro-Kann. After knight g5 being played in the opening, you got to be careful with that h6, knight e6. There is a little trick in the Caro-Kann you got to be aware of. You could theoretically get checkmated very quickly if you're not aware. But probably all the Caro-Kann players know that little trap with knight g5 and h6, and after knight e6 you got to play queen c7, queen b6, and then just keep developing as normal. Right, what would you do here, guys? Cthulhu, what would you do here? What's that? Anirudh, take case, what would you play here? G6, you play g6 here. Or maybe this, maybe h6? H6, just hold it all together, play h6, but then there is a check here. Yeah, there's always something. And then if this guy makes it here, you're gonna have big problem. Like big problem. I would love to like us. I would love to, but there's no Fabi. There's no Fabi. It ain't no Fabi now. We only got Nepomniachtchi, Ju and Jun. With they should draw, and we got Van Forest, Womodam. Fabi not playing, I'm afraid, in the Tata Steel. So I think Van Forest is a little bit cooked here. Yeah, black is victorious, exactly. As soon as I said white is cooked, the game just stopped. Boom. There is no good move. There is no good move. I guess the rook h2 and then rook a2. That's it. It's just going down. Everything's going down. It's not enough power. If you do g6, I guess they just take on h5. You take the pawn here. Let me see. You take the pawn. Yeah, then they take the rook. You can't do that. It's a disaster. Black's losing. Let's go back to Ju and Jun, but probably they should be drawing, guys, any minute. What is Yan doing here? Rook h7 back, but he was on h7 already. King f8 by Ju and Jun. He goes back, rook h1. There you go. He's still pushing, but what for? What do you want to do? Okay, I think I might know what he want to do. Guys, I think he wants to take the rook off the board. Do you remember, guys, when I told you that if there is anything happening in this game, is that the dark square white bishop is able to actually target some black pawns, which are unfortunately positioned on dark squares, whereas all white pawns are on white squares. Look at this. You can't touch them. So if there is something that Nepomniachtchi want to try, to my understanding, would be getting the rooks off the board. Ooh, she wants to neutralize. Okay, guys, it's still something in this game. It's still there is some juice left here. Okay, bishop f4. She's probably concerned about that bishop doing exactly what we said. So she want to get him off. I did say bishop f4 ages ago being played. So she decided to go for it now. Bishop f4. Okay. Well. Do you take? You don't have to. I guess you can play rook c1. You play rook c1. Can you? I guess you can. I guess you can. I don't know. You tell me your candidate moves, guys. Would you do rook c1? Would you trade bishop takes f4? Obviously gf. Or would you take, so bishop takes gf and then rook c? Or rook takes, king takes, and then try to march on with the king like this? If I were Ian, I would explore bishop f4, rook c1 in this order. I would probably... Okay, it's still debatable if rook c1 goes first. So that's a... Yeah, it probably is a draw. But if the rooks are disappearing, take ace. What if the white king can make it quickly on b5 and then winning? There is one thing about bishop takes f4. When you play bishop f4, black's gonna play first rook c3. So that's the thing. Did you notice, guys? So if you play bishop here, they don't have to take straight away. They might throw in a check first. This is important. And then you're going to sit down to analyze. You have to sit down and calculate. You take f4, rook to c3, check. You're going to move up and down. I'm not sure where. And then pawn is going to take. But you're going to have the black rook on c3 looking at this guy. I'm not sure it's that dismissible. Therefore, perhaps, guys, perhaps rook h1 to c1? Let's put it this way. You need to make some counter strike to this guy here on c5. Maybe rook c1. Rook c1. Just to make sure the rook's not going to make it on c3, checking your king. So that's what I think. Maybe rook c1. Okay, rook c1, I guess. I would do rook c1. I would still spend maybe 5-10 more minutes thinking about this one. I don't want to lose. So if I have 1 minute, 1 hour, 18 minutes, I think I would think put 10 more minutes here. I'll try to make sure I cover all the stuff. There is no point to go rook h6 because king g7. So there's no point to going here because king g7. So you can't do this. Therefore, back to... Oh, what did he... Sorry, what the heck's going on here? Rook, king d4. Sorry, what on earth is going on here? My God, they're moving so fast now. I don't even have... I wanted to think about this stuff. They moved too quickly. Okay, we're gonna go back. There was something very interesting. What the heck? Okay, king e4 now? You move king e4? Yeah, that's exactly what she played. What he played, sorry. Yeah, king e4 check. Now you can take here, but that would be... No, rook takes, rook takes. So you're going to take then rook takes, right? You don't have double pawns. Of course, rook takes, guys. Yeah, there you go, rook takes. Okay, something happened in the game. They moved too freaking fast. But now white is having a tempo. You can take initiative now. You got to be careful about this. Would you play rook h2 and then some rook c2 ideas? Huh. Or would you push this guy forwards? Okay, you got to sit down and think. I mean, I already got like 2-3 candidate moves here. You got to sit down and think. What is for sure is that you cannot allow the black rook to go on the second rank. Therefore, probably you've got to play some rook to h2. Make sure there is no rook coming on a second. Or you're very courageous and push this pawn, but you got to calculate. I think from a prophylactic point of view, I would just explore rook h2 first. Make sure there is no black rook coming down. And then I'll take it from there. Yeah, you gotta be willing to let the... Oh, I see what you're saying. That's another idea. Rook h8 check, king g7, rook a8. Maybe. 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 Oh, sorry, rook c5. Perhaps you can. I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah, rook h8 indeed being played by white. Rook h8 being played by white. Maybe. Then I guess rook c5 and everything stays connected, nice and safe. Difficult, but playable. I think Ian enjoys a little bit of initiative here. So white is enjoying a bit of tempi and stuff. Okay, black is forced to move king out of check. That's a forcing move. And probably you want to play what, g7? I don't know, that's another question, guys, by the way. Do you move the king on g7 or do you move them on e7? Is there any difference? Is there any... Neither. She went f7. Yeah, what else? Okay, rook to a8 now. Do you play rook c5? That's a question. Do you play rook c5 here? Rook c5. I don't know, what do you play? Because what I think white would like to try is this one. Well, not really. Rook takes, right? So what do you... King g6? King g6. What do you play? King g6. King g6. The idea with rook c5 would be to just push this guy down the board. So that's the idea. Okay, two candidate moves. King g6 or rook c5. Unless you got another plan. I don't know what the plan is. I would focus on king g6, rook c5. It could be anything, though. Well, not anything. I think it's quite... The scope is quite limited. You can't just play anything. Rook c5, king g6. What do you think, guys, at this stage now for black? What is black going to play? Half an hour. Still enough time to do something decent. Yeah, although white has more generous time on their hands. Okay, king g6, rook c5. Is there something wrong with these moves? I think it's playable, right? Let me know, guys, if you think differently or you got some different plans. Uh-huh. Do you have any other plan for black, though? Yeah, I admit it could be a rook a7, true. Of course it could be. Do you have a better plan? I mean, that's what I understand from the current position here. I understand I could go g6 or rook c5. I don't know what else I could do. Anything else, it's not appealing. I don't know what else you could do here. I think it's very limited. The options are very limited here. It's limited. I don't know. What else can it be? There you go. King g6. King g6. There's not too many options. Now, if there is this check here, it's going to be king to f7, and you're going to have to waste the tempo moving away. Ooh. Rook a6 makes it impossible. Rook c5. Oh, boy. And also, you might not be able to... Well, you can't push it because this guy's going to fall, but you can't move it away either. So, king back on f7? King back on f7. What do you play? What else do you play? King f7. There you go. Did I play this or did I just did it myself? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I mean, it's not like you're having too many options. Don't... Yeah, no, that's exactly what she played. Apologies. Yeah, that's exactly what she played. King f7. You just don't have options here. You don't know. You have to defend. You have to defend e6, and for this to happen, you got to make sure the king defends so that the rook can move freely. So king f7 defends e6. Therefore, rook is free to go. Okay, I think Ian wants to push the pawns. Does he? Okay. Yeah, well, you know something, Tech Ace? That's been a draw for a long time. So this is a draw for like the last 20 moves. Ah, you know what that means? That means that if you ever plan to move something like this, it's going to be a check and we're going to take. But obviously that's not going to happen. Nepomniachtchi is not going to allow this to take place. So question is he going to push the pawn? Or just call it a draw or something? This is a draw for a long time. This is okay. So yeah, there's no reason for the White King to play on the second rank. Obviously, you're losing. So you're gonna play back King f4, or you're gonna push the pawn? That's a good question. You could do f4 if you really wanna push it. You could. You gotta be ready for this. Yeah. And Ian has like 1 hour 20 minutes and Joe and June 29 minutes. So he's still got a lot of time. So he did push f4. He did push f4. Yes. Yeah. f4, guys. F4 on the board right now as we speak, being played already. I need another coffee though. F4. Check. Well, you gotta. Okay, check. We're gonna go here, right? Well, you can't move on the second rank because we said that already. That's a fork. It's a check and you actually lose the game. So Ian is gonna move H4. I mean, you don't have an option. It's no option. It's forced. It's King H4. That's a forcing move. But then she's gonna have to go back D5. Oh, oh! No, what is going on? Wait a minute. We just said that actually we can't get on the second rank. What's going on? Hey, why did Ian play king on the second rank? Why did he move the king on the second rank? Is this a tactical trap somewhere? Or what's going on? This guy's gonna fall here, right? Okay, so, okay, this is surprising. And Jun played automatically what I would do as well. I would just check the king and grab the pawn on a2. What exactly is he doing? Like, what the heck? Because after rook takes here, you're going to play rook a3. And I'm going to take the other guy. You're going to take here. But then I'm having a passer, for Christ's sake. Okay, this is weird as hell. Why didn't Ian just accept the repetition and make a draw go home? I mean, I don't know, go to the hotel room, get a kebab, eat a sandwich or 10 sandwiches. Or drink 3 energy drinks and you sure it's still drawn? Dude, this is looks like it's a bit different now. Okay, king moves, whatever. I don't know where you want to go. But what I do know is that rook should take on a2. Okay, I have an idea. If you go for this guy... No, sorry. No, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Oh. What I understand is that I can take this guy. I can move a3. I can take b3. That's what I understand. I wouldn't want to complicate this unless it's super clear in my mind that I'm at least drawing. This is not very clear. And let me tell you something. If it was clear for Ian previously, he would have moved. He would have moved already. You can't play on the second rank. You can't get checked, and then you start thinking, what am I doing? So I don't know what was Ian's plan. I thought he was just supposed to play king h4, get into some repetition, and forget about it. Just play tomorrow. I really don't know what's the plan. Okay, I think it's very instructive now. Especially after Jun grabs on a2. Yeah, you can go to a7, then king g6, right? You could play rook a7, take ace. You could play this, king g6. What do? Check. Okay, they take. You can't take because you're going to lose. So I'm not sure. It's playable, rook a7, but to what end? And I'm not sure after rook takes a2, what is Ian's plan? What is Ian's plan for drawing, though? How is he planning on drawing? Do you guys see it? Huh. I was almost convinced Nepomniachtchi gonna play king h4. I gotta say I was very, very, very surprised with his choice, king f2. Very surprised. Because it feels a little bit unhealthy to give up on their pawn. It feels a bit risky, unnecessary. Yeah, feels a bit risky and unnecessary. I don't know what else to say. Maybe I'm missing some subtleties, which is always the case probably. It just feels a bit uncomfortable. You tell me, guys, if you think differently. If you think there is a plan that I'm missing, please do tell me. But, yeah. Hmm. Very, very surprising. Okay, what the heck is Ian doing actually now? What is he? I mean, didn't he figure out before he moved the king on a second rank? So he moved the king to getting forked, and now you're telling me he starts thinking. I mean, I was expecting him to have a follow-up. No, everything is just completely unnecessary. This whole shenanigan with the king on a second rank. I really wonder if he didn't blunder it though. Really, I mean, look, I am myself tired and I need more coffee, but I realized I can't move the king getting pinned by the black rook. Maybe he needed an extra sandwich or something. Or some chocolate, or I don't know what's happening. But it feels incredibly weird. This king on a second rank is very weird. Very weird. Blimey. With 1 minute and 1 minute and sorry, 1 hour and 20 minutes on the clock, you can't do this thing, man. Well, he might be falling on that very sword. I got your message, Matt. I think if you really don't want to draw, you might be just very well losing. So when you're forcing it unnecessarily, when you force a draw because you cannot accept the draw, you might be falling on your own sword. This move, it doesn't make a bit of a sense. I'm gonna do something which I normally don't do. I'm gonna put the engine on during this Super GM clash. I want to see if the engine actually considers this position a draw. I mean, it might be a draw with the perfect game. For me as a human, it just feels incredibly, incredibly, incredibly weird. So I'm gonna put the stockfish on. Because I mean, I want to have like a confirmation from an infallible source that actually this is a bad move for white. So I'm just gonna do that. Cicel is still a freaking draw. Okay, during the game, I was saying I want to go King H4, which is indeed the engine's first move. But shockingly, like shockingly, going on a second rank, it still provides a draw. Okay, kudos to Ian for having the guts to do it, but I would have played H4 without any extra minutes being spent. Why would I go second rank? Why would I go second rank? Okay, Rook D2, that's exactly what I said all the time. Let's consider the engine best move, E3, and let's consider my plan with Rook takes A2. Dudes, you gotta play this one incredibly accurately because you're actually losing this stuff. G5, F5, it's not completely the same. G5. And now, didn't I tell you Rook A3 ages ago? I said Rook A3 on so many occasions. Now you got yourself another check coming. King D4. Guys, this is weird, 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 very weird and unnecessary. He complicates it. He complicates it. Okay. Rook A1. What the heck, Rook A1, GF6? Can you just FG? Okay. It seems to be a draw, but I absolutely wouldn't do that. Go back to the stuff. He played. What did he play? No, wait a sec. It just feels so unnecessary. Oh, he pushed f5. He pushed f5. You kind of have to take, right? Or do you push? Maybe you push and then rook a3? I mean, or do you take and you... Okay, he wants to take the time off her clock. He wants to make her think. I mean, this is a question if you take the pawn, if you push it forwards, or what do you... I mean, you can't let that pawn to take you, right? I mean, you got to react to that pawn tension. You either take on f5 or you push forwards, that's a question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think she played an awesome game, TKC. She did incredibly well. She did fabulous. Amazing player. Amazing player she is. f5. You take or you push, that's the question. And then rook a3. Definitely you gotta do something about that pawn. So what do? You're pushing forwards, you're creating a passer. You're pushing here, you create a passer, right? And it could be check. It could be. Then you go back. I mean, what else? And I think I would push that pawn. I would push them down. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I would push, yeah. I would push, yeah. Then this guy, do you know what's the problem? I think after you push the pawn, I think Ian wants to do check. You're gonna go back rank, and Ian plans on coming. Oops, Ian plans on probably coming on this way. But that's it's a funny idea anyway because yeah, I guess you want to come this way. You want to go for the checkmate. You want to go for attacking f6. And he's willing to give up on the b3 pawn. This is not quite over. I think it's a dramatic game here. If I were Ian some time ago, I would have just went for the draw. Just forget about it. Okay, what do you want to play? He wants to complicate it, and he managed to do that, and he insists. Okay. Okay. And he did manage to make her think. So she got 25 minutes. She got 25 minutes at this stage. And he's got a lot of time. He's got a ton of time on his hands. Right, so TK says he would push the pawn. I would personally probably push the pawn as well. I think I would push that pawn to e5. Apologies, let's go back. What would you do, guys? Anirudh, if you're still there, she took the pawn. She took it. Okay. She took the ef. Well, you will take back, of course. Rook a3. Rook a3, guys. You got the rook a3, right? You play rook a3, right? I mean, what else do you want to do here? Rook a3, there you go. Rook a3. What would you do if you were Ian? You're going to play king e4, right? Or check. King e4, check. Check. Put the king on the back rank, then move your king. So rook a7, king's going to go back rank, and then king e4. But then again, why would you do this kind of things? I don't... Yeah, okay. I think b3 going to be captured, though. b3 going to be captured, and then he's got to worry about that pawn on the b file. Okay. TK says moving the king on e4. I think I would do a check first, just to make sure the black king goes on the back rank, and then I would probably, very likely, do king e4. Move out of check, because if I'm getting check with tempo, I think white's losing. So if you're getting check here with tempo, I think you're going to have a big problem, because then the rook goes back on a3 and marches the other pawn. You just lost. So you have to play a check or moving the king out of check on b3 after that guy being captured. So probably rook a7 makes sense. Rook a7, king f8, king e4. Okay, he wanted to be funky. There you go, rook a7. Rook a7. Something like king f8. I don't know if it makes any difference if you go E, F, or G. I'm not sure if after like 50 moves, that will make a big difference if you go E, F, or G8. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's any big difference here. Okay, she went E8. Oh, well, okay, king E4 now. Of course you want to do king E4. You must do king E4. Because if you don't do king E4, you just lose the game. King E4. Rook B3, of course. Of course, rook B3. It might be a draw after like 20 more moves. I don't know. It might be a draw if someone doesn't blunder terribly. So rook b3 now, right? Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Is push this guy an alternative? Everything's crazy. I don't know. Really, I gotta sit down and think for 10 minutes now. I think I should keep it simple. Just rook takes b3. Rook takes b3 and just play. Rook b3, rook b3, rook b3. I guess probably rook b3. I will play rook b3. Rook b3. Hmm. Why wouldn't... Okay, so there's just two things here. You do king takes b3 or push the pawn, but I don't know about that one. Could it be a4? a4. Pawn takes. You a4. Rook takes, pawn takes. You push. No. It's a disaster. Rook b3. Rook b3. Let's find out. Yeah, they all rook b3. Yeah, it's rook b3, exactly. It's not big of a philosophy. It's still a draw, but you gotta do rook b3, of course. Yeah. Okay, we got a confirmation. Okay. Oh, sugar. What did he play? What did she do? Why didn't she take the pawn? That's so weird. Still a draw. Okay, she wants to move over to hitting the rook and stuff. Interesting. Very interesting. I think she actually fights for a win here. She actually fights for a win. She plays to win. She went for the feisty one. Yeah, of course. And then black's gonna take and marching with this guy though. Yeah. Sure. I'm not sure about rook f7 though. I'm not sure about rook f7 take ace. He might be not the best one for white. I guess white needs to move the king right on d5 so you can be closer. Okay, he went d4. You want to play this? If she wants to take this pawn, she better take it now. There won't be any other second chance. So she better decide if she want to take the pawn, because that's the moment. If she don't take it now, she's going to have a problem later on. She better take that b3 right now as we speak. She have to take on b3. Rook b3. She better take now. Let's get a confirmation. Yeah, rook b3. You could still do king c8, but it takes a lot of time for her. I would just take rook b3. Just forget about it. Just rook takes b3. Yeah, rook b3. Rook b3. Ooh. What? What? Whoa. What the heck's going on? Wait a minute. Let me go back, refresh. What? Oh, yeah, rook b3. Yeah. Rook takes b3, rook a5. Rook takes a5. Okay. Do you move the king down the board, actually? Or do you move this guy here? Or do you move the rook here? My God, there's already candidate moves. Already candidate moves. We gotta go back and why didn't she take the pawn earlier? Because she wanted to get the king closer to attacking the white rook in principle. That's what I think it was. Now the question is, with black, if you were to do now king coming down the board, or rook going on b1, or you go on h3, what would you play? So even if the almighty Stockfish would say, yeah, sure, it's a draw, from a human point of view, this is still debatable. This is still playable. There is time for blunder. There is still time for blunder and missteps. So now, for instance, you got to sit down and think. If you want to push the king, okay, she went for that guy, and also clear the way for this guy. How exactly you want to sack the rook? That's a good question. I don't know why would you sacrifice a rook. What do you mean sacrifice what? I don't think so. You're kind of losing. You don't want to sack any rook here. I don't think so. She wants to come out with an extra pawn here. So if white goes for this pawn with the rook, she wants to say, I'm going to take your guy. Okay, cool. This is not over. I'm going to go h3. Okay, she keeps an eye on the pawn. She keeps an eye on the pawn. She's going to check the king again. Maybe. Look, guys, this is just not over. You know you could play this. Because if they take, you're going to do the mother of all skewers. Okay, a rook b1. You know what that means? That if white wants to take the black pawn, you would have to move the king. When you move the king, you allow actually black to make another tempo, moving their own king down the board. It's still playable. It is still playable. She wants to keep a pawn on the board. I think Nepomniachtchi completely unnecessarily prolonged the game with that moving the king on a second rank. Was completely unnecessary. And now you're gonna have to think. You're gonna have to think and fight about how to draw. So he put himself in the position, he gotta struggle now just to draw. He could have drawn ages ago. save everybody's time and energy. And now he want to struggle to just draw. Okay. Because he got to keep an eye on this guy. And I reckon now if the black king comes down, you're going to have to deal with that one too. So let's see. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. That's good. What is Ian going to do? I don't know. If he moves the king, Ju and Jun is going to move the king. You play the king? Okay, he moved the king. Okay, let's move the black king then. Let's move the black king. You need to stop the king from playing, because I think Ian now wants to play this. I think in principle, he wants to move the king to e6, attacking f6. I think that's what he want to do. In principle. He decided to do this. I guess you try to stop. There would be a check though. Then you move. So what do you do? Do you do check? Push this guy? What do you do? This is so not over. Do you do enough? Nah, well, probably you can. Probably. That's dangerous. Okay, check. You're dropping that guy. King? Okay, what's going on? Let me refresh the page. I don't see what he did. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, cool. So, guys, you tell me, what do you play with? Hey, where's the clock? What did they do? What's going on here? The game is still in progress, but I don't see the clock. I don't see the time. Where's the time? Where is the timer? I don't see the clock anywhere. Did they finish the game, people? What's going on? What the heck did they do? I can see 20 minutes 45 seconds for Ju and June, but I don't see the clock now. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, apparently it's blacks to move. Okay. So how do you play this? Do you do king to e7? I think you can. I mean, what else do you want to do? Tough one. Yeah, so it's not showing Ju and June's time. I don't see the time. Let's consider king e7. Let's consider check. Let's consider f8. Let's consider e6. Probably it's a draw. Let's play this then. King's gonna go. That doesn't work. Does it? I'm not sure. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Can we do... Oops, not that one. Sorry. Let me refresh the page. Can we go king c7 actually? What does it go? Yeah. Is king c7 playable? Is king c7 playable? That might be. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Is king c7 a better move than king e7? Which I don't like it. Is king c7 something to play? I mean, is it still drawing king c7? King c7. King e6, king c6. Where do you go? King c7. King c7. Because if you do this, I'm going to do this. Where do you go? If you play d5, then I'm going to check the king. I think you're just simply losing the rook. Hmm. King c7. It's not clear. What is she? Okay, I don't see the time. I can only see the time when I'm moving on the main panel here, and I can see 17 minutes on Joe and Jones' clock. She hasn't moved yet. She hasn't played anything. Hasn't moved anything. What is this thing? Did I play all these moves? Like, oh, what is that? I didn't solicit all this stuff. Or just the engine just give me all the draws here, which pretty much everything you play ends up in a draw. Starting with b3, rook a1, rook c1, the rook d1, check. Everything is a draw, Jesus Christ. King c7 is a draw. Oh, drawn. Blimey. It's been a... Okay, guys, it's been drawn already. Right? It's been drawn already. So what's going on? Why is the clock going? Okay, I don't know what's going on. It says drawn, and I can see some lines being given here that pretty much whatever you play and oh, king c7. No, there's no draw. Wait. No, wait a second. She played king c7 as I said I would play. I said I would play king c7. King e6, I said that too. King c6. King c6, guys, I said that. Heck, where do you move the rook? Okay. You attack him again? Do you attack him again? Oh, man. I think it's instructive. Do you attack him again with c7? Or do you move down the board? The pawn? What do you do? I think I would attack the rook again with the king. She got 16 minutes on the clock. Ian is like 1 hour 11. King c7. She pushed the pawn. Pushed b3. Well, maybe she wants to create the impression he's chilled. Okay, b2. I mean, just for psychological reasons, people try to pose. I think you gotta play something like this, but it's Ian's turn, though. Yeah, he's probably gonna go anywhere. Okay, now it's time to do f1. Now it is the only time to do f1. If you don't do f1, you can't do it. F takes, draw. Did they draw? Not yet. Okay. I mean, I would play rook f1 now. You have to do rook f1. And let's finish this thing. Rook f1. Rook f1, you can't push the f6. So if you play rook f1, white cannot push f6 because you're going to get a queen. So rook will have to take, and then you take, and then it's a draw, for Christ's sake. I don't think. Yeah, okay. They should call it a day now. That's a draw. That's a draw, fellas. Come on. I hope he doesn't keep playing. That would be ridiculous. Okay. Why is he playing? Why the heck is he keep playing? This is done and dusted ages ago. Like, I don't know, 20 moves ago it was a draw. I understood he wanted to complicate the game a little bit, the ending, but now this is a draw, guys. Is what the heck is it doing? Now it's just a little bit ridiculous. I know Ju and Jun is like 17 minutes on the clock, but what the heck you want to do against the rook? He wants to win on time. You can't win on time. Okay, I think they just drew now. Yeah, they just drew now. Well, thank you very much, Ian. Yeah, no, that's just a draw. It's just ridiculous. You can't do nothing here. I mean, like wasting everybody's time. Crazy. Yeah, give a link, guys. Copy paste the link or something. Yeah, sure. Let's have a quick look, people. But I do need the coffee, man. Let's do copy paste the link. Yeah, there was time control. They just finished now. Ju and Jun had like 17 minutes on the clock. The and Nepomniachtchi like 1 hour, 13 minutes. And if you do a a copy paste, I'm gonna pick up your game and we'll gladly look at this together. But in the meantime, I do need to go grab a coffee because I really desperately need it. Oh, just go to your own game, then copy the URL bar, and just drop it here in the comments, something like that. Or tell me the username you're using on Chess, and I'll try find you. And okay, just tell me the username on Chess, and we'll try find it. Right, this is a dead draw. That was it. Excellent game by Wenjun. Absolutely fabulous game. Boy, she played against Yanni Pomnici, was a super top grandmaster, a top super GM. She is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal player she is. Fabulous game here. Where is the engine? Just wanted to quickly double check the accuracy and things like that. Well, they don't have accuracy on leeches. They got the centipon things. Right, but fabulous game played by Ju and John. Absolutely amazing game. Where on earth is that thing with the computer? That stuff with I don't see the thing with the computer analyze with the computer. Where the heck is that thing? I don't know. It's just weird. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a coffee. Yeah, just type in the username. We'll try find your archived games and well, we have to look at one of your games, yeah. Okay, take case, yeah, absolutely. Dude, take case, the same thing, brother. Either copy paste or and let's look at one of your game. Let me go get a coffee though. Really. Really. Let's see if there's any improvement in my head. That's alright, man. We all playing some questionable moves every now and then. It's absolutely fine. So let's just go grab a coffee. We'll be back, guys. Okay, okay. Let's see. All right, guys. Okay, so take case. What's your username then? Or at least just put a copy paste or something. That's on Leechess, I'd assume. Uh, what? Where? Okay, I can't find you here. Oh, say what? Take case. Well, tomorrow I'll be streaming on chess.com. I can't go now because I'm on Leechess and I'm using the Leechess platform. So I can't really translate into chess.com now. But I'll do it tomorrow on chess.com. So for the time being, I gotta stick with Leechess because, yeah. Or I have to stop the stream, start another stream. 360. Okay, so that might be your tech case, right? Oh, you know something, Top G boss. Get your game, get me the PGN or something, or go via YouTube, put the PGN or give me the link, and I'll just put it on the setup board here on Leechess thing. Okay, let's see. Just the last game you played here. So, tech case, we're gonna look at this one, the last one you played. Let's just cover all the whole stuff. You being white or black here? What color have you had? I want to have your perspective of the game. You were playing. Okay, you played with the black pieces. Okay, played with the black pieces. That's all right. I found it. I think tech case. I think I just found it. I think I just found it. Okay, let's try and look at some of the moves you guys played. So that's a bunch of theoretical moves. He could play the Italian, he could play the Spanish, or the Ruy Lopez, which did happen. Oh, Bishop E3. Now you gave them double pawns on E3. That's not a bad thing. Okay, you go for the E3 pawn. Namely this guy here. He defends. I think you should castle ASAP. Hello, Srivisan. Apologies for mispronunciation. I think you should castle ASAP. Okay, you don't castle. I think you should castle. B5. You should castle. You did. Okay. There's nothing wrong up to this point? C3. I wonder if knight C3 would have been better. For white here. Knight C3. Knight C3 for maybe knight D5 at some point. I'm not sure. He has to castle though. He should have castled. Right? White is supposed to castle. And that's not necessary. That's awesome, man. If you, yeah, that's good. So C3, I don't like it. That's not the stuff you want to do. I think you want to castle. I'm not sure about the B4. Maybe you want to play something like D6. Maybe there's something else. D6, I want to make sure that my bishop goes somewhere at some point today. So probably I would think about some D6 moves. You play B4. He doesn't have to take here. He doesn't have to do anything after your B4 move. It's not a forcing move, I guess. Now, yeah, I don't think B4 raises a big issue for white here. He develops. Yeah, he doesn't have to take your pawn or anything. Maybe he want to do castle long, but that's not a wise one anyway, because you got the A and B fall, A and B pawn. Okay, you took with tempo. You forced him. I'm still pushing the D pawn. I want to do something with the D pawn. He castles short, and that's it. And even if you push again, bishop c2, I guess. Nah, you gotta do the D pawn. I mean, you can't keep this guy here forever doing nothing. Try and see if you can copy paste it on the messages. Top G boss. Try and see if you can copy paste on the messages. If not, go on YouTube and try to put the link on YouTube. If it doesn't work via kick.com. You gotta do something with the D pawn. Just okay. No, just the link. Put the link on YouTube. The chess.com link, put it on YouTube, and I'll try take it from there, put it on the analysis board here. I'll try do it in this way. Yeah, probably d6. Probably d6, yeah. That's not a forcing one. Bishop c2. Okay, he went on a2. Okay, now I guess you could do rook b8, rook b2. I like it. But then again, I mean, you still can't... Okay, bishop e6 actually looks interesting now. So let me just draw a couple of candidate moves. Bishop a6, rook a b8. Is d6 still in the cards? I mean, d6, right? Yeah, you're still delaying that bishop c8 to do something, though. Hello, Mark. I can't see the link. No, I can't. I actually can't see anything. Just get the URL for the game you played on chess.com and see if you can copy paste on YouTube. I'll try and see if I can get it in this way. Bishop e6, I like it because I'm looking this way. d6, I like it too. I want to make this pawn structure, defending the pawns, and my bishop then is free to go. Maybe I'm opposing that guy after all. Rook b8, I like it for rook b2. Pinning guys here, attacking and stuff. Black queen here, interesting, but you gotta be careful though. You can't take this guy because it's a check discovered and you're gonna drop the queen. Yeah, I would have played that one. I would have played that move exactly as I told you. No, you're supposed to think your moves. You are really, really required to push that d6 pawn. I don't know what to say about this move. Why not d6? d6 is the safest ever. And everything looks nice and fine. I don't know about that move. I don't think it's necessary to push d5 here. d6 is the best one though, I guess. Anyway, Mark, if there is anything, tomorrow I'll be streaming on Twitch and chess.com. So we'll surely find your game very easily. Unless you have a Lee Chess account or something. So here's d6, guys. It's not d5 that much. I don't like that one. He could just take, I guess, and then you take and you put your queen. Okay, the reason I don't like this one particularly is that if he takes, he attacks your knight. And if you don't move the knight, you're gonna have to sort of take with the queen. And then you've got the bishop hitting your queen after he plays the knight somewhere, namely here. And I'm not sure that's good for black. So for this reason, I'd say d6 is actually the stuff we want to do. d6, not d5. I don't like this move. And I don't think he played the best move. Again, why would he do that? You're actually winning material here. Yeah, so you just won the game. Not just that you won the game, you're attacking twice the d3. So he actually blundered at this stage. Take ace. He blundered. I don't think d5 is the best move. We can check with the engine and see if that's true or not. I guess d6 is the safest thing ever. I just keep playing normal chess. d5 is not the best because he takes with the pawn. Let's find out. Yeah, there you go, d6. d5. Still given d5 here. Sorry, I'm thinking that d6 makes a lot of sense. Okay, that's not wrong. d6 is still a move. I would play d6 exactly as I told you on quite a few occasions. d6 would be my first choice here. And you could see it confirmed as the second line of the engine, d6. d5, I don't like it. E takes d5, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. It's just sharp unnecessary. Yeah, okay, you can push it and make it a mess. But I'm more like a positional type of player, so I think I would just go d6 at this stage, and I can't find anything wrong for black. If I am d6 to doing here, take ace, you got no problem. Everything is nice and beautiful here. You got absolutely no problem. It's great. It's a great game. Of course, he castles. I said that a billion times. He should have castled. I said this so many times. Alright, SEH. So, covering now everything. Yeah, d5 is a very tactical opening up of stuff here. And now he just blundered. He just blundered. So you sort of like winning this because he gave you a piece. It's just done. Long castling is a disaster for white here, of course. We can't do long castling here. It's a disaster. White should do short castling ASAP. Instead of messing around and jumping with the knight unnecessarily, as he did, he should have castled short. He should have castled. He should have, or maybe just stopped the whole thing with the pawn c4. No, he messed around too much. No. Totally, please do. Yeah, so okay, so take ace, you're winning here. He gave you a piece for free. That's it, you're winning. Done. You grab the guy's knight, he takes, you take, game over. White is gone here. It's goodbye. He can't do nothing. It's game over. This guy's gonna fall. He can't even, I mean, whatever he does, it's just lost. It's dead lost here. There's nothing he could do. Anything he tries to do is bad. You would have a very big counter attack to whatever he tries to do. You're gonna punish him on everywhere. He can't do nothing. Congrats for the game. He played a mistake. I think you could have done d6 and probably you had no problem. Anything. It's gone. It's perfectly fine. I like black a little bit more than white here. Then some rook to b. Think it's good. I might be considering moving the king away from this. Oh, you lost the game. Oh, probably you. So probably you did a bigger blunder than your opponent. If you lost the game, you did a bigger blunder. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that because black is winning here. Ah, I see. Oh, interesting. Okay, play knight d3 and you got no problem ever. Just knight d3. Knight d3 now. No, 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 no. Knight d3 is the move you want to do. You check the king, you force the king away. They won't be able to castle ever again. In this game, that is. And they just so have nothing to do. This is so painful to watch for white. Knight d3, take ace. You've got 8 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock here. Sit down, waste 2-3 more minutes. Just play knight d3. It's winning. This is just winning. I do have a Discord. I barely use it, Mark. Yeah, knight d3, right on the spot. Knight d3. You always have to look for attacking moves, forcing moves. Check is a forcing move, attacking move. So absolutely. And you also need to think kind of like prophylactically, making sure you're not getting checkmate in a move. I guess you can, but I need to open a couple more tabs here. I have to open some Discord tab, right? I gotta open another browser. Checks are the most forcing moves. There's nothing more forcing than a check, so to speak. Yeah, CH, you gotta either tell me the username on Lead Chess or try and see if you can copy paste. So going back, take case, knight d3, no ifs, no buts. Knight d3. Knight d3, and that's it. There you go. You see the engine's first move? The engine confirms my humble advice. Knight d3. I'm not even a machine, but I understand that knight d3 checks the king with tempo, sends the white king God knows where, and this is so finished. There you go. Let me cover again. Knight d3 is a finisher. No, that's very passive. You can't go anywhere. You at this stage now, take case, you gotta spend a couple of more tempi to figure out what you're doing with the knight. You had a wonderful opportunity. Wonderful opportunity. Knight d3 would have been a finisher. You allow and look at this, take case. The fact you didn't play knight d3 now allows your opponent to secure the king by castling, and you're kind of like helping the other guy. You help him. You're not going to push the pawn. You can't do hopeful chess, hoping that they're going to push the pawn and you're going to grab stuff and things like that. You can't play hopeful chess. You had an opportunity now. You missed it and the guy castled. So now you got to work a bit more. You're still winning with black. You're still winning. But you got to work a little bit more for this. Yeah, probably you go for the a3, but I don't know. You allow him. You just allow him. Maybe-ish. Yeah, okay, you took on a3. You're looking at e3. You're looking at this guy. He can't play the discover because he can't move here. You're going to grab. If he moves here, you're going to lose. So that's a cool way to attack e3. He's attacking your knight. You got to be careful about this. He's hitting your knight. Probably you got to play the knight. Is this working? I'm not sure. Where do you move the knight? Where do you move the knight? Do you move here? You move the queen away. You got a little bit concerned, but he can attack your queen with some rooks. FEN means the final stuff. Cool stuff. Okay, so queen c3 still subjects the queen to some rook's attack on the c file. Oh. My god, he gave you a rook for free now. What is this guy doing? He gives you a piece. Oh my god, he wants to checkmate you. Oh. Right, he wants to checkmate you on h7. You only need to play g6 and you got no problem. You just have to play g6 here. You have to see this. Yeah. So when you said that you have to look for checks, yeah, you got to look and make sure you're not getting checkmated in a move. Yes, g6 actually would fix it. You play g6, you eliminate the threat for a checkmate, and if he takes your knight on c6, you're going to take the rook in the corner. And that's it. g6, okay. You have to. I mean, you get checkmated. He defended. You got to be careful about one particular thing. Queen would be attacked, but also your knight is under threat now. I think the move you are required to do is knight b4. Whatever he plays would be a blunder because you're going to take the bishop. So a move like knight b4 would double attack the bishop, I guess. That might be one way to dealing with. Heck, I wonder if you could just take... Nah, you're just kind of dropping. Maybe bishop c4? Maybe bishop c4? If he takes, you take, but then he attacks you here. That's not good. So knight b4 probably. Knight b4. He takes your knight. You take his bishop, but then he takes the bishop. You're dropping 2 pieces for the price of 1. Yeah. That case, you're dropping 2 pieces for the price of 1. That's why you've lost now. Yeah. He took 2 pieces from you. Check. You take. He takes. Okay. You might be able to draw. Because you got a an extra pawn on the f-file. Okay, you double attack the c4. That's not a bad thing. He plays a move like h3. He is afraid of the back rank issues. Okay, you go on the second rank. Perhaps you can play some queen e4. Not that terrible. I mean, there were some blunders for sure. There were some blunders. Now you can play just normal check here. Sorry, you can play some normal chess like queen e4. I think I would play queen e4 here. I think I'd like to play queen e4. Then rook e. It kind of like gives him some ideas at some point with the queen maybe. Okay, he takes. You do take, but the back rank is vulnerable. Your back rank is vulnerable. You allow him some counter game. Oh my God! He played such a defensive move. He played such a defensive move. I think he should have checked you on the back rank with the queen. I think. You pushed. Check. King g7. Why don't you just take the pawn now? You just take the pawn. Again, you're back into winning. Queen takes c4. You're winning. Of course you're winning. Unless you blunder more than the other guy. Just be careful with this one here. Probably something like f5 will solve everything. I guess. Although you might be getting checked. I wonder. Can we do maybe this? Can we? Yeah, something like this. Rook to e. What'd you do? Okay. Okay, you did well. No. Wait a minute. Actually, it's okay. If he takes your rook, you can take his rook. No. Oh my God. No, 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 no. It's queen to h8. Game over. Oof. You are required to go g8, actually, here. Yeah, you gotta sit down and think a bit longer. So here, just g8, or I don't know if h6 works. I think they're both working. That's a shame. Indeed, that's a shame. King g8, let's just put it this way. If you do king g8, he takes your guy, and you take him. Check. He moves. And now you got no problem. You're going to look for this guy. I think you could just push the guy. Or you just check him. I don't know what you're going to do. You just push this guy here. That's it. You're winning. You got a passer. You've got a passer supported by the queen. I don't think it can do anything. Yes. I wonder if h6 would have worked. I still have a check. Nah, g8. Just g8. You just play king g8 and you're winning. After like 10-15 moves, I think you should be able to make this guy into a queen. So you gotta sit down, take your time. So if you don't have 20 seconds on the clock, maybe you should be spending a bit more time. Yeah, king h6, checks, takes, yeah. That one is good too, I guess. King g8, king g8, king h6. I think they're playable, yeah. Queen h6, yeah. Queen h4 is guarded already by the black queen. Yeah. That's a shame. Anyway, just do rapids, take your time. And yeah, you did miss a couple of opportunities, especially the knight d3, which is the biggest of them all. d6 at some point. So just to summarize, d6 here rather than d5, which just opens up all sorts of craziness. He gave you peace, you should be winning. And now you've got the knight on d3. So that's what you missed, actually. Knight to d3 is phenomenal. Okay, let's go back to CH's... Okay, where is that thing that he played? Let me see if I can get that one. But that's just an FEN, right? I mean, I don't have all of the game that he played. I don't think I have all of the game he played. Yeah, I don't have all of the game. Control... What did I do? Control C. Control C. Let me try go to this one. Analysis board here. No, set up a position, actually. Set up a position. What is it? Board editor. Now I need to import the game. Okay, that's a shame. I need a PGN or something. The FEN, I don't think the FEN it helps. Is helping too much. Is it the whole game now? I don't think. Is it the whole game? No, it's not. Nah. Is it? Unterminated. I don't know what happened. Yeah. If you take the PGN and put it on the YouTube or Facebook and copy paste, then I might be able to copy the whole thing. If you didn't play it on Chess. So get the PGN, put it on Facebook or YouTube. I'll try copy paste the message and then import the whole thing into the Chess board editor. If you didn't play it on Chess, that is. Other than that, I don't know how. Tomorrow I'll go on Twitch and chess.com. But for now, if you just try via Facebook or YouTube or something, Discord, I need to open up a couple of more tabs here. I'm not using that often. I might be, yeah, I mean, all right, I don't know. I need to open up another. Yeah, I'm using the Discord very rarely. I don't even know what's my username on Discord. I barely use the Discord. It's very unfriendly. Discord interface. Very unappealing to me. Maybe I'm just too old now. Discord seems to be unnecessarily complicated with the servers and nonsense. Ah, I see. No worries, man. That's okay. Do you know, I'll do Twitch tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do Twitch and chess.com, and we can definitely do that if you don't have a Chess account here or something. All right, fellas. Okie dokie. So we're going to call it a day now. Yeah, we could definitely try that one as well. Yeah, I think I've been doing this. I was doing that one on Twitch as well. I was playing the arena with a couple of friends. Well, there were live games. Normally, when I'm playing against my friends, I just articulate a couple of ideas. And then after the game finished, we're discussing together what we did. So I actually do that during the arenas. And then I'm reviewing some of their games. Thank you, Simpson. I didn't know you were here, my friend. Thank you very much, Simpson. Appreciate your presence. Great stuff to having you guys. Cool thing. So, my friends, tomorrow I'll be on Twitch and chess.com. And then we can look at a couple of things. Again, maybe an arena. So, thank you, Top G Boss, Simpson. Thank you, Tech Ace. Thank you, Matt. Who else was here? Anirudh at some point. Mark, which probably is the same as one of the other usernames, I think. Okay. Take care of yourselves, guys. Tomorrow, Monday. Tomorrow, Monday, we'll be returning. Maybe round 2 of the Tata Steel. And then you're welcome, my friend. And then some arena, some stuff in between ourselves. Okie dokie. Cheers, guys.